tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
So he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bills have recovered. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Stafford. It's caught outright, Amendola. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now a toss for Swift left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's Kenny Galladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Allen now on first down, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Allen, and he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On first down, it's Stafford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford now to throw. And his pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
The score, Lions 17, Bills 14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Roberts now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure, he's brought down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Stafford on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Let's go.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
17. Bills 14.
On 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Singletary to get the drive started. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Punter, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. It's caught outright, Amendola. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Complete
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Allen over the middle here to Brown. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first and
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So after the INT, it's Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain of 12 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
17.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Final shot before the break. Stafford. There's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Devin Singletary with the strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
New on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll look to throw right away. And Jones has it over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A fumble on the play.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They go right back to Singletary. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
17.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down at Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Roberts on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen now on first down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
brings up second.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to try and throw on third down. And able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
$13 yards remaining on second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out to his left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Flowers able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
He's brought down.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, That's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
So you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ed Oliver bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll find Swift out of the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From his own goal line, Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Singletary again, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On first down. Singletary, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down, Bills.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Second down and 7. Going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Bass now for the extra point. Touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Stafford on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford throwing complete there to Amendola. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing again is Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They run. It's Johnson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Roberts now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Allen's throw is complete, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on second down, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
48-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They're trying to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them.
Looking for Aaron Donald. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Desmond.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Operating from the gun. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll run on first down. Singletary. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete.
Stafford.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
On first down, Stafford here. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pass on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, here's Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Well, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want them to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Prater on to add the extra point. The lead back now to 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover, pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First down, Singletary.
Number 26.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Singletary. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.